There's no better way to get better at football than playing football. So if you want to,
Taylor's gonna finish it.
I've always been confident in my abilities. I think, I'm a guy that can go out there, and I always believe in myself that I'm going to get open and make the play if they throw me the ball.
The third. Ryan, end zone shot for Pierce. He caught
it. Oh, what a... Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Colts Cast. We're here to talk about everything and anything Indianapolis Colts. It's Jamal Lawrence. I am Eric Smith, your co-host of the Colts Cast. Let's jump right into it. Got some important things happening. Organized team activities. We got some OTAs coming up this week. It's very exciting. It's all voluntary. We'll see who shows up. I think mostly everyone showed up last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So people who were maybe recovering from an injury, but that's when we get to see them do some light practice. Get that football energy back into us. I think it's going to be fun, right, Jamal?
Yeah, I think it should be fun. We'll see some 7-on-7, 11-on-11. I mean, it'll be a good time. Shane Steichen's finally in the building, so we get a chance to see what's going on with this offense, and I'm looking forward to some new fresh Colts content for us. Yeah,
and this defense.
Yeah, I know you're ready for that.
Yeah.
And we got a fun episode today, guys. I mean, like Eric always says, you read the thumbnail, you know what you clicked on, you knew what it was when you clicked it. We're gonna be talking about the man Shaq Leonard today. But before we do, we want to just give a quick shout out to Manscaped. So, breaking news: Manscaped now sells beard products. That's right, they are once again revolutionizing men's grooming with the brand new Beard Hedger. From a beard trim to a fresh shave, the technology behind the Beard Hedger allows you to shape your signature beard look. Now you can finally use Manscaped products to make your drapes match your carpet by going to manscaped.com and using code ColtsCast for 20% off and free shipping. Guys, it's time to tame your mane. No one likes a weird beard, so say goodbye to all your stubble trouble with Manscaped's Beard Hedger. I left mine at home. I'm on, I shouldn't say a vacation, but I came down to South Carolina to kick with Eric for a little bit. So I'm looking a little rough right now, but when I get back home, I definitely have to use it because I am looking rough.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard out here in these streets, man, but it also comes with titanium coated T-blades that are tough on hair but smooth on your face, leading to single stroke efficiency that brings satisfaction one stroke at a time. Beard Hedger is a high-tech piece of art and travel-size packaging with long-lasting battery, universal charging, and a strong motor. So get 20% off and free shipping using code ColtsCast at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code ColtsCast. Manscaped Beard Hedger, one stroke, one guard, 20 lengths.
Look, I told y'all we were going to touch on the defense at some point, and I mean, we are right there. On today's show, I mean, we discussed the one and only Shaquille Leonard. Just be Darius Leonard. It's been a really tough year for the three-time All-Pro. I mean, 2 back surgeries. Substantial amount of time he missed. Is the Maniac ready to return to being the Maniac? Let's talk about it. I mean, we've been hearing he's progressing well. I think we heard about a month ago. Shane Steichen said that, he's progressing well. Don't have a timetable. So I remember these words last season, Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
He did not have a timetable, and they said he was doing very well. So I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get Shaquille Leonard back. And he had a setback. He had a setback in, I think it was, what was his last game? It might have been the Patriots game or something. Maybe the Vikings. Did he play the Vikings game?
I think it was the Patriots game.
Either way, man only played 3 games. Had a setback. Went another back surgery, man. So, which I think is good, actually. So you think about it, we were what, 4-12-1. Mm-hmm. I mean, even if Shaquille Leonard wanted to play, that the guy is $100 million player for us. If he had any setbacks, we don't want to play him at all. I mean, we're tanking essentially. That's why we installed Jeff Saturday as the interim head coach. I see no other way around that. So we were extremely bad. He shouldn't have been out there playing. But yeah, he is one of the best linebackers when healthy, right, Jamal?
Yeah, that goes without question. I mean, we always know that the talk between him and Fred Warner has been going on for the past couple of years,
Mm.
and unfortunately, with the injuries that came, I think that kind of pushed Warner up another tick or two. But
Objectively,
objectively,
yeah.
yeah. But listen, Shaq, when he's on that field, we know what he can do. He's a turnover machine. He get I think that Colts record without him on the field is like 7-12-1, I think. So
Mm.
so when he's not on the field, it's making a heck of a difference.
Oh yeah.
So I think it makes it hard when we don't have that ticket, that golden piece that holds the defense together. Now, I'm not going to say that there aren't other players like Zaire, who stepped up this past year for us, and made their presence known. But we can't act like our most integral part of the defense, being Shaq Leonard, is not needed on the field, because he is needed when healthy.
Yeah, I think that's the key word, when healthy. When is he going to be fully healthy? Or another question, will he ever be fully healthy and return to that true form, that all pro form? Because I'm starting to worry, guys. I have to see it to believe it. We hear he's progressing well. To me, we've seen this cycle before, Jamal. I really want him to return back to all pro form. Like the guy, like you said, he's our most impactful defensive player, I would say. Right?
Yeah.
Has to be. Like a healthy Shaq Leonard, I just feel like is vital to this Gus Bradley system, this Gus Bradley defense. Like he single-handedly tips our turnover margin. Like he just does.
Mhm.
And with the forced fumbles, with the interceptions, 2 years ago he had 8 forced fumbles, 4 interceptions. I mean, come on, man.
One
That's
player.
that's
That's
incredible.
crazy.
Yeah, that's incredible. He's outstanding run stopper. He's incredible in pass coverage. Like you don't find these type of linebackers who can do all 3 of these things at a very high level. It's very rare. I mean, that's why he's getting paid the big bucks. That's why we believed he was the best linebacker on the field when healthy, but things have changed. That kind of impact was missing last season. Like, no matter how bad our offense was, I feel like we could have squeezed out a few more wins if we had the real Shaquille Leonard out there. Pure speculation, but a few of those losses I felt were very close. I just, him being in there could have been different. Turnover or 2 could have swung the momentum in our favor. Just saying.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think the turnover game is where it would have mattered the most for us. Not so much getting defensive touchdowns, but like you said, just getting those turnovers, especially late in the game when it is a tight squeeze game, it would have made a heck of a difference for us. And I'm glad you mentioned like that he's our $1 million man. And we're paying him all this money, so we want him to be on the field healthy.
Yeah.
But man, like I hate to be that person, but like it's so hard where you have someone like him who played so hard that rookie contract, then got this crazy contract, and then we're just like, man, we're paying him, and he's just sitting on the sideline using the same thing like you said, where he's feeling good, but there's no timetable. And I understand that. And, I know they're physicians. You have your own personal physician, the team doctor, et cetera, all these people who are, but like at some point, like we need to know as fans, and just people within the organization. I mean, I know they have to know something, but we need to know what's going on as well. I know that obviously they're not obligated to tell us, but from an outsider's perspective, when I see someone getting paid $100+ million, and every week it's just, we're taking it, day by day, but he's saying, I feel healthy, I want to get out there and play, but they won't let me play, or this surgery was I feel back to myself. And then all of a sudden you hear, he's having 2 more surgeries now. Well, I thought this surgery was the one that just got him back to good, but now we're having 2 additional ones, etc. So I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things that are under wraps right now that we don't know. And I would like to kind of have more of an insider's perspective on that stuff, because I think it weighs heavy, because we can't just speculate. As you said, we can't just speculate that he's going to be back this year, because we don't know. Obviously last year we don't need him on the field.
We don't.
Yeah, we pulled the trigger with JT. That was fine. All that with injuries and all that stuff, that's fine. We don't need those star players out there getting hurt. But at some point, man, we got to know something, because again, his stock ain't going to continue to go up. And Colts fans, no one ever wants to hear this, but in the event that the Colts wanted to make a move and get rid of him, teams aren't going to be biting if they see you haven't played in X amount of years. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I want him to be gone, but just for what it's worth, if we realize, all right, well, injuries wise is now a liability for us, we want to move forward, what team is going to be like, well, yeah, let me go ahead and take over that contract, and we're going to pay you XYZ, but you've played 3 games
Yeah.
over the past X amount of years. It's hard.
We're gonna have to like cut him or something.
Yeah.
I don't even want to think
Yeah.
about that possibility right now. But you have to wonder, like, is he going to be healthy again? And unfortunately, I really hope he returns to form this season.
Me too.
We really need him. He's a leader in the middle of the field for us on that defense, especially with the loss of Bobby Okereke, or Okereke.
Okay, you had it right.
Okereke.
Yeah.
Hey, he's not on the team anymore. I ain't gonna talk about him.
Right.
Well, we lost Stephon Gilmore. Our quarterback group is thin. This offense is retooling. New head coach. I think we need that leadership back there with Shaq Leonard, but he's got to be back there, and he's got to be his true self. Like this, I don't want a Shaq Leonard that's a liability, like you were talking about. But I hope he returns to form in 2023. If I had to make a bet, I would say it seems like they're getting it right because they thought it was like an ankle issue, blah blah blah. Didn't know what it was. Came to be his back again. Seems like they're getting it right. So if I had to make a bet right now, I'd say Shaq Leonard returns to some of that all-pro form. We'll see if it's all of it. It's hard to get 8 forced fumbles in the season.
And that's something where I think, again, it all goes back to we've been spoiled by that. You know what I mean? Like we have 100% been spoiled by that. And I hope he does get back to that rare form. He needs to be back in there. And I'm sure for him mentally, he wants to be back in that form too, because there's nothing worse than you being, I don't want to say outcast because you're not outcast, but you've been sidelined for an injury. I don't think that for 1 second Shaq's sitting there saying, I got paid, I don't want to play anymore. That's not him.
Yeah. He wants to play.
He wants to be out there. And I hope everything is going the way it should. And I think that when he comes out there, he will get out there and make an impact. But hopefully it just goes the way we need it to, where he doesn't overexert and potentially cause another injury or whatever the case is. Maybe they'll take some of his workload off him now that we know that the linebackers can be developed a little differently. I don't know. I think there are a lot of things that they can do to try to make it better for him, but I just really hope that he truly is on the uptick, because in the little hype videos and all that stuff we see, he looks happy, excited, running around, but that game speed is going to take so long to develop that game speed back when you've been missing from the game for this long. You can do sprints all day, you can lift, you can do XYZ, it don't matter. Like when you have to get back into that game shape, that's where it's going to come. So I think that even if for whatever reason he is feeling better, I think we may see a decent amount of him during the preseason. I know that's but because that's what we're going to need. We're going to need him to get those reps in. I'm not saying he has to play all 4 quarters, because we know that ain't going to happen.
Yeah, he'll probably play a drive or two.
But I want to see him out there, because I need to see, because again, it's hard to mimic even in practice and scrimmages and all. You can't really mimic that game speed and the game effort. So we'll see.
Yeah, we will. He's been an all-pro. I think first team all-pro 3 times, second team once, but it was in all the seasons he was healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So look, last year wasn't healthy, only played 3 games, missed it, but get him back out there for 13, 14, 15 games this season. He's back on track, right?
Oh yeah.
He's back on track. Oh man. Yeah, well, guys, we want Shaq Leonard to return to form, but we got to talk about it, because we got to talk about it, man. We got to talk about what if this, what if he's not healthy? I don't even want to talk about that anymore. But yeah, we had to talk about it. That's going to be it for us, everyone. Thank you for listening to the Colts Cast. We're live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or any platform you use to listen to podcasts. We'll be back next time to give you some more Indianapolis Colts content. OTAs next week. Let's get it, guys.
Get it. Have a good one.